जय गिरिवरधारी, जय यशोदानंदन, जय ब्रज जन रंजन, जय यशोदानंदन, जय ब्रज जन रंजन, जय यमुना तीर वनचारी, जय यमुना तीर वनचारी, जय राधा माधव, जय कुंज बिहारी, जय राधा माधव, जय कुंज बिहारी, जय गोपी जन वल्लभ, जय गिरिवरधारी, जय यशोदानंदन, जय ब्रज जन रंजन, जय यशोदानंदन, जय ब्रज जन रंजन, जय यमुना तीर वनचारी, जय यमुना तीर वनचारी, जय राधा माधव, जय कुंज बिहारी। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल, नित्य गौर हरि बोल, नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल, नित्य गौर हरि बोल, जय जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद, जय जय प्रभुपाद, जय जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद, जय जय प्रभुपाद। बोलिए हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय, जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं, देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। Before reciting this Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the very means of conquest, one should offer respectful obeisances unto the personality of Godhead Narayana, unto Naranarayana Rishi, the supermost human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and unto Srila Vyasadeva, the author. Srinvatam Swakatha Krishna Punya Sravana Kirtana Hridayantah Stohi Bhadrani Vidhnoti Suhrita Satam. Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is the Paramatma, in everyone's heart, and the benefactor of the truthful devotee cleanses desire for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee who has developed the urge to hear this message, which are in themselves virtuous when properly heard and chanted. नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके bhaktir-bhavati naistiki. By regular attendance in classes on Srimad Bhagavatam and by rendering of service to the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed, and loving service unto the personality of Godhead, who is praised with transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact. Idam Bhagavatam Nama Puranam Brahma Samhitam Uttam Slokacharitam Chakara Bhagavan Rishi Nihrisesya Lokasya Dhanyam Swasti Ayanam Mahat. This Srimad Bhagavatam is the literally incarnation of God, and it is compiled by Srila Vyasadeva, the incarnation of God. It is meant for the ultimate goal of all people, and it is all successful, all blissful, and all perfect. So Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 12, Chapter 13, verse number 23. Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Papa Pranasyam Sarva Papa Pranasanam Pranamo Dukha Samanas Tam Namami Harim Param.
So can you just repeat that verse number? I will bring it up.
12, 13, 23.
12, 13, 20.
Last verse of the Srimad Bhagavatam.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Nam Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Papa Pranasanam Pranamo Dukha Samanas Tamaha Namami Harim Param. Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Papa Pranasanam Pranamo Dukha Samanas Tam Namami Harim Param. I'm repeating one more thing. Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Papa Pranasanam Pranamo Dukha Samanas Tam Namami Harim Param. Okay, thank you, Prabhu. Anyone want to recite from the Prabhu side, then one Prabhuji and one Mataji, or whatever?
Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva
Nama
Papa
Sankirtanam Yasya
Sarva Papa Pranashanam
Sarva Papa Pranasanam
Pranamo Dukkha Samanas
Pranamo Dukha Samanas
Tama Namani Harim Param.
Tam Namami Harim Param.
Nama Sankirtanam Yasya
Nama Sankirtanam Yasya
Sarva Papa Pranashanam
Sarva Papa Pranasanam
Pranamo Dukkha Samanas
Pranamo Dukha Samanas
Tam Namami Harim Param.
Tam Namami Harim Param. Word by word meaning. Nama Sankirtanam, the congregational chanting of the holy name. Yasya, of whom Sarva Papa, all sins, Pranasanam, which destroys, Pranamaha, by bowing down, Dukhaha, miseries, Samanas, which subdue, Tam, to him, Namami, I offer my obeisances, Harim, to Lord Hari, Param, the Supreme. Translation given by BBT. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the Supreme Lord Hari, the congregational chanting of whose holy names destroys all sinful reactions, and the offering of obeisances unto whom relieves all material suffering. One more time. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the Supreme Lord Hari, the congregational chanting of whose holy names destroys all sinful reactions, and the offering of obeisances unto whom relieves all material sufferings. Very important. Purport. Thus, in the purport of the humble servants of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, to the 12th canto, 13th chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled The Glories of Srimad Bhagavatam. The 12th canto was completed at Gainesville, Florida on Sunday, July 18, 1982. End of the 12th canto, we offer our most respectful obeisances at the lotus feet of His Divine Grace, Om Vishnu Pada Paramhans Parivrajikacharya Ashtottar Sat Srimad Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, and by His mercy to the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan, to Lord Chaitanya and his eternal associates, to Sri Sri Radha Krishna, and to the supreme transcendental literature, Srimad Bhagavatam. By the causeless mercy of Srila Prabhupada, we have been able to approach the lotus feet of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Srila Jiva Goswami, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Srila Sridhar Swami, and other great Vaishnava Acharya. And by carefully studying their liberated commentaries, we have humbly tried to complete the Srimad Bhagavatam. We are the insignificant servants of our spiritual master Srila Prabhupada, and by his mercy, we have been allowed to serve him through the presentation of Srimad Bhagavatam. So here BBT is paying obeisances to the Srila Prabhupada and to the whole Guru Parampara and Acharyas. So Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 12th chapter 13, its title is Glories of the Srimad Bhagavatam. And in this section, Sutta Goswami, he goes through the glorification of the Bhagavatam. There are 400,000 of verses. And then among that 18,000 verses are in the Srimad Bhagavatam. And this Bhagavatam is the pure and fully, and it is Amala Puran, it is called. And then after that, he's paying obeisances to the Lord, and also he's paying obeisances to the Vyasadeva and also the Sukadeva Goswami also. So he is paying the obeisances. So I'm also paying obeisances to all of you. please bless me, and by your blessing, I will be able to speak few words at the right time and with the right conscience. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Srilarompa Swaminiti Namine Namaste Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunnavadi Paschatya Desatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So this verse has the two parts. One is this is the glorification of the Lord, his holy name, and also paying obeisances to whom, and by paying obeisances to the Lord, people will get free from the material sufferings, and by chanting the holy name of the Lord, all sinful reaction will be destroyed. Two parties there. So I'm going to cover first part, chanting the holy name of the Lord. So topic is Nam, importance of the chanting the holy name and offering obeisances, paying the obeisances. So there it has been described by in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 12, Chapter 3, at the end, when Shukdev Goswami, he was describing about the symptoms of the Kali Yuga, and that time Maharaj Parikshit, he was very anxious because in this fault of the ocean of this age, it is very difficult. And that time Shukdev Goswami, he is giving the hope. In 51, he's saying, Kaler dose nidhera jannasti eko mahan guna. Kirtana deva krishnasya mukta sangha param prajet. So my dear king, although Kali Yuga is an ocean of faults, there is still one good quality about this age. Simply by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, one can become free from material bondage and be promoted to the transcendental kingdom. So just by chanting the holy name of the Lord. And next verse is saying that Yuga Dharma is saying, Krite yadhyayato Vishnum Tretayam yajato makai Dvapare paricharyayam Kalau tad dhari kirtanat. Whatever result was obtained in Satyuga by meditating on the Vishnu, in Treta Yuga by performing sacrifice, and in Dwapar Yuga by serving the Lord's lotus feet, means Archa Vigraha Seva, can be obtained in Kali Yuga simply by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And then it has been described that all sinful reaction will be completely gone by chanting the holy name of the Lord. So when we do any rituals, perform any rituals, that time Pavitra mantra is there. Om Pavitra Pavitro Va Sarvavasthangato Vivasmaret Pundarikacham Sarvayabhyantara Suchi. Either pure or impure, and either whatever stuff is there, even internally or outside, if we are not pure, but impure also can be pure. By chanting the name of the Pundarikacha. So this is also giving the very hope and strength. And then Kali Santan Upanishad, it has been mentioned that Adi Purushasya Narayanasya Namocharana Matrena Nirdhuti Kalir Bhavati. By simply chanting the name of the Sri Narayana in Kali Yuga, that person will be free from the cycle of the birth and death. And also at the end of the Dwapar Yuga, Narad Muni, he asked to Lord Brahma that the Kali Yuga is really fault of the ocean. People are fully absorbed in the nonsense stuff. And what is the best thing? Because our mind is fully polluted. Even we are in the Srimad Bhagavatam, but our mind may be somewhere else also. So, and that time he gave answer that Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Iti sodak saka nam kali kalmasanasanam. Natah paratarayopayah sarvavedeshu drishyate. So in Kali Yuga, there is no other way in the all Vedas, in 4 Vedas, except chanting the 16 syllables of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So Nath, there is no other, means paratopaya, there is no alternates. Parato means anya upaya. Sarva Vedeshu Drishyate. In all Vedas, there is no alternate to that. And Brihad Purana, it has been described that Harer Nama, Eva Kevalam, Kalau na asti eva, Kalau na asti eva, gatir anyatha. In Kali Yuga, chanting the Harinam, there is no alternate for that. There is no alternate. And in Chaitanya Charitamrita Adilila 17.22, it has been described, Kalina me kala rupe, Kalina me Kali kale nama rupe Krishna avatar, Nama haite sarva jagata nistar. In Kali Yuga, Lord has came himself as a holy name, Harinam, and he has taken the incarnation in the form of holy names. And just to deliver the whole world. And in Padma Puran also it has been mentioned, Machintamani Krishnasya Rasa Vigraha Purna Suddho Nitya Mukto Abhinatva Namanamino. So this holy name, Harinam, is like a Chintamani stone that can fulfill all desires, and that can fulfill our all desires just by holy name. It has come in the all kind of rasa, purna, completely, and also it is transcendental, and also it is full, complete, and pure, and it is eternal. And there is no difference between Nami, means Hari, and then Harinam. There is no difference. Abhinatvam Namanamino. So I don't want to go much into that section because everybody knows this part. So now I am coming to the second part, that offering obeisances. So there it has been described that an offering of obeisances unto whom relieves all material sufferings. Tam namami harim param. Pranamo dukha samanas. Pranamo means by offering obeisances, dukha samanam means all material suffering will be gone. So I will describe about the little bit about the importance, how it has been mentioned about the pranama. So there are two kind of pranam. One is Ashtanga, another is Panchanga pranam. Ashtanga pranam is called Dandavat pranam, and then Panchanga pranam is by bowing down, and five part of the body has to touch. So meaning of pranama means namaha, means surrender. Surrender can be nourished and demonstrated by simply, and it is very profound, by offering dandavat and lying prone before Krishna or superior his devotee or Guru Tulsi Maharani. And Prabhupada, he has explained the word danda means rope or the pole. So it has to be like this, lying there. And offering straight, and similarly when paying obeisances to the superior, all 8 anga means part of the body, and that's why it is called Ashtanga Yoga. And in Chaitanya Charitamrita, it has been mentioned, Madhya Leela 1.67 Purport Sri Prabhupada has given there. The 8 bodily part has been described as Dorbhayam, Padabhyam, Cha Janubhyam, Urshva Sirsa, Drisha, Urdhabhyam, and Padabhyam, and then Janubhyam. Dorbhyam means by bowing down both arms, and then Padabhyam means by both knees, both feet, and then Janubhyam means knees, both knees, and then Urusha, Sirsha, Drisha means the chest and head, and eyes means, and heart, Manasa, Vacha, Cheti means heart and word. Heart means mind also, it will consider that. And Pranamo Ashtango Irita means it is called bowing down with 8 parts of the body. Hari Bhakti Vilas 8.360. Dorbhyam, Padabhyam, Cha Janubhyam, Urusha, Shirasa, Drisha, Manasa, Vacha, Cheti Pranamo Ashtanga iti Irita. So it means before bowing down, Drisha means to look the deities of the Lord or to the superior. And then bowing down. And when we are bowing down, and that time Srila Prabhupada has mentioned, means Vacha, means we have to use the word, means chant the mantras. And that is sometimes it is Vandanam. Srila Prabhupada has described in the Sramanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam sections that if we are offering the pranam, then Vandanam has to be there, means chanting the mantras has to be done. And then also our mind has to be absorbed fully. Krishna says, Man mana bhava, mad bhakto, madhyasi, mam namaskuru. So mind, man mana bhava, fix your mind fully. Like the Ragatmika bhaktas were fixed their mind. So the same way to fix our mind, not like we are all trying to pay the obeisances and our mind is in the WhatsApp or maybe Facebook or some other messages. So all those things, no, fully absorb and then with heart. That's why it will work. Otherwise, it will not work. It is not. It will be external. it is not going to work. It has to be internal. And Panchanga means that both feet, hand, and then knee, and then mind or heart, whatever it can be considered. And then also offering the mantra, chanting the mantras. So Panchanga Pranam. And in Skanda Purana, it is stated that a person who bows down before Lord Vishnu is glorified on Vishnu Loka for a period of time equal to 1,000 years multiplied by the number of particles of dust that decorated his body as he bowed down. Very, very powerful. Very, very powerful. And it is quoted also in Hari Bhakti Vilas 8.37. And Rupa Goswami, he tells us that such a particle gives this result. The person who has once offered respects, bowing down before the deities, will not come back to this world because he will go directly to the abode of Krishna. Nectar of Devotion, chapter 9, Hari Bhakti, Sudhoday states, a devotee who falls down to the ground to offer dandavat, obeisances to Lord Vishnu, drops all his sins at that spot. They will never rise from there again. And also it is mentioned that what is happens astonishing is this statement. A hypocrite who makes a show to bowing down before Lord Krishna, who holds the saranga bow, becomes purified of hundreds of the sins. His sins are destroyed in moment. Hari Bhakti Vilas 8.370. I am going to read the chapter 9 of the Nectar of Devotion sections. There are so many sections. So bowing down in honor to the deities. In the Naradiya Puran, there is a statement before bowing down and offering respect to the deities. It is said there, a person who has performed a great ritualistic sacrifice and a person who has simply offered his respectful obeisances, by bowing down before the Lord, cannot be held as equals. So there is no comparison. A person who has executed many great sacrifices will attain the result of his pious activities. Pious activities means that will bring us in this cycle of birth and death. But when such results are finished, he has to take birth again and on the earthly planet. However, the person who has once offered respects, bowing down before the deity, will not come back to this world because he will go directly to the abode of Krishna. So just simply offering paying obeisances once, no matter what kind of consciousness we are carrying, no matter what kind of lusty desire we have envious nature, and whatever we are carrying, that kind of consciousness, we are trying to pull down to other devotee. But Lord is so merciful that he will give that kind of benefit to us just by simply. So we should pray that at this moment, even though it is not permanent, it is temporary, please help us. Please help us. And Lord Brahma, he prays in 10.14.3. There are so many places where it can be shown, but I'm giving few examples here. Jnane prayasa samo udpashya namanta eva jivanti sanmukharita bhavadiyar vartam sthane sthita srutigatam tanuvang manobhi ye prayaso ajito apsyasi tres trilokyam Jnane prayasam udapashya namanta eva jivanti sanmukharitam bhavaditya vartam sthane sthita srutigatam tanu van manobhir ye prayasho ajita jito api asi traisatri lokyam jnane for the knowledge and prayase by endeavoring, by our own endurance. Udavashya means giving up completely. When someone is giving fully his own endeavors and also the knowledge, speculative knowledge. And namanta eva, offering obeisances simply, just. Eva means simply. And in Padma Purana and also Jiva Goswami, he has mentioned in Bhakti Sandarbha, namanta eva. What is the meaning of the namanta eva? No means no, mo. Mo means our ego. So there is no ego during that time. So it means it is very powerful when it will work, when we will surrender fully with no ego and just only by, not by speculative knowledge or speculations, just only surrendering to the, fully surrendering to the Lord. So whatever conditions we are, whatever situation we are, and just by Shruti Gatam means received by hearing. Krishna, he says in Bhagavad Gita 7.1, Tachinu means hear it with full attention. So those who are hearing, to whom? From bona fide authority, from the Guru. And then that person, whatever condition, whatever state, whatever position he is there, and unconquerable Lord Ajita means he can be conquerable. Otherwise, it is not possible by our own endeavors. And Lord Brahma, he was offering this prayer when he was, he offended Lord Krishna, and by stealing the cowherd boys and then calves. That time he came and he started this prayer. And he's saying that for me, even I'm born from you, but still I'm unable to understand. So that's why he's offering. He put his helmet, his head in front of the Lord. And also it has been mentioned that in Dwarka, when Lord Krishna is there in an Aishwarya mood, that time whole demigods, they were coming, and then continuously there is sound of the helmets going down in front of the Lord. so that it is coming continuously there. So just by simply bowing down in front of the Lord, it is very, very powerful. It is very powerful. And then also Lord Brahma is praying that Tatte nukampam susamichamanu bhunjana evatmakritam vipakam hridavag vapurbihi vidhan namaste jiveta yo mukti padesa daya bhak. Daya bhak means righteous person. So those earnestly waits for you to bestow your causeless mercy upon him, all the while patiently suffering the reactions of his past deeds and offering you respectful obeisances, means pranama, with the heart, word and body, means panchanga pranama or ashtanga pranama, is surely eligible for liberation, for it has become his righteous claim, means daya bhag, righteous claim. This is so powerful. Even when Nanda Maharaj, when he went to pay the tax to Kansa, and that time Vasudeva, he told that there will be, everything is fine. Then he told yes, and then after that he was worried. And then he told there may be some kind of problem. And that time where Nanda Maharaj's mind went, his mind went to offer his obeisance to the Lord Vishnu. And then Mother Yashoda in Srimad Bhagavatam in Canto 10, chapter 8, it has been mentioned very wonderfully that when Krishna was eating the mud and dirt, whatever it's called, and that time their friend, means the Gopa boys, they told to Mother Yashoda, see, Krishna is eating the dirt. And that time when Mother Yashoda stopped going stealing butter from mother's house, and that time he was doing, and that time Lord Krishna says, no, I am not eating the dirt. These are the liars. Directly he's saying that these people are the liars. They are not saying I am saying the truth. And that time Mother Yasoda says, no, open your mouth. And when he opens his mouth, that time she saw that everything inside her, mountain, trees, whole universe, and in Vrindavan, and also she saw in Vrindavan, and herself, and looking in the mouth of the Krishna. And that time she was bewildered. What is happening? What kind of problem is there? And that time she surrendered, and her mind went into the Lord Vishnu, and she offered obeisances to the Lord Vishnu. And she's teaching that when we are in the bewildered condition, that time there is no hope, and that time only one hope, and that is the Krishna. So her mind immediately went to Lord Vishnu, and she offered the pranam also. She offered wonderful pranam. Gajendra, when he was in trouble with the crocodiles, and that time he don't have any hope, and that time he was just chanting the holy name and then saying Namastu, offering obeisances. Continuously he was saying the Lord's name and then Namastu. Like that he was offering wonderful prayer of the Gajendra Moksha. And when Akrura, he went to the Vrindavan to bring the Krishna, and that time he also paid obeisances, and he was saying, he's thinking that, oh, I am in front of the Krishna, and who is the Lord of everything, and this is my fortunate. Today my whole life became the successful, and he's offering obeisances, Dandavat Pranam. And then Kalias, when he was in Yamuna, that time lake, and that time Lord Krishna, he was dancing on his head, and that time Kalia's wives, they thought, oh, he's not going to be safe, and better let us start the prayer. So that time those Nagapatni, they started prayers. And then by their prayers, then Kalia was fully protected, means his life was saved. Lord Indra, when he offended to the Lord Krishna, and during the Govardhan Leela, that time also he went and he fell in front lotus feet of the Lord. And King Kulasekhara, he is also paying obeisances in the Mukunda Mala. So many places he has mentioned. Almost it is related, whole Mukunda Mala is related to the Namaha only. But I'm going to read a couple of prayers from there. Yat Krishna Pranipat Dhuli Dhavalam Tad Varsham Tad Vaisiraha Te Netre Tamas Ujhite Su Ruchire Yabhyam Hari Drishyate Sa Buddhim Vimalendu Sankhadhavala Ya Madhava Dhyayini Sa Jihva Amrita Varsini Pratipadam Ya Stoti Narayanam. It is 19 number Mukundamala. That head is the loftiest, which is white with dust from going down to Lord Krishna. Who those eyes are the most beautiful, which darkness has abandoned after they have seen Lord Hari. Those eyes are the most beautiful, which darkness has abandoned after they have seen Lord Hari. That intelligence is spotless, like the white glow of the moon, or a conch shell, which concentrate on Lord Madhava, and that tongue rays down nectar, which constantly glorifies Lord Narayana. So this is so beautiful. And then also he mentions in Mukunda Mala Stotra 3, that is very powerful prayers, means offering obeisances. Mukunda Murdhana Pranipatya Yache. Yache means begging, Yachana. Bhavantam Ekantam Yantam Artham Avis Smritis Tvacha Charana Ravinde Bhave bhave me astu bhavata prasadat. Mukund Murdhana. O Lord Mukunda, with my head. Murdhana means my head. Pranipatina, bowing down my head. Murdhana Pranipatina Yachi means bowing down my head, and also Yachi means respectfully begging. Bhavantam means from you. Ekantam, exclusively. Iyantam, this much. Artham, desire to fulfill. Avismritihi, freedom from forgetfulness. Tvat, your, means Charana Aravinda, means at the lotus feet. Bhave, bhave, in each repeated birth, may my astu, let there be. Bhavat, bhavat, your, prasadat, by your mercy. So wonderful prayer. O Lord Mukunda, I bow down my head to your lordship and respectfully ask you to fulfill this one desire of mine, that in each of my future births, I will, by your lordship's mercy, always remember and never forget your lotus feet. Wonderful prayers. And then Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Sast Goswamis, they also offers prayers, pranam. Sast Goswami Astakam, it has been mentioned. Sankhya Purvaka Namagana Natibhi Kalavan Vasani Kririto Nama. So means they were engaged in the chanting of the holy name by counting, and then also doing the bhajan, means gana, and then also paying obeisances, that also they were doing the counting by counting. So they were engaged in chanting the holy names, Sankhya Purvakam, of the Lord, and bowing down in a Sigville measurement. So they were measuring that how many obeisances they are offering. Bhakti Vinod Thakur, he discussed in Bhajan Rahasya, Yo aham mamasti yat kinchit ihaloke paratara cha tatsarvam bhavata adaiva charaneshu samarpitam. So he's saying that I am fully samarpin, charaneshu samarpitam, means myself, whatever little I possess in this world and in the next, all this I now offer unto your, means Krishna's lotus feet. Manasa deha ge jo kuch amor arpilo tu apade nanda kiso. And how it is possible, and those who knows, who is hearing from the bona fide sources, bona fide spiritual master or bona fide speakers, and for them this is very easy. But for those whose mind is fully in duality, for them there is only fears, nothing is there. And for those who are paying obeisances, they become the fearlessness. In Canto 11, chapter 2, verse number 37, that has been described. So I am going to stop here. Any question or comment?
Thank you very much, Prabhu. Very nice glorification of the holy name and the power of obeisances. It's very inspiring.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, one question, you mentioned that I was still stuck on that line. Anybody who pays obeisances even once, they will go back to Godhead. But even it is mentioned in some Bhagavad Gita shloka, right? Someone who doesn't complete, like I started my devotional journey, but if I don't complete, then you basically take a birth, but you start from that point. So these two things are contradictory, right?
Okay, you are saying that please complete it, then afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just find that these two things are a little bit. I was confused between two things. Like in one point, as a state, there's a statement. Even if somebody pays obeisances once,
Yeah.
they will go back. I have a faith on that, but then I was thinking in my mind in Bhagavad Gita, there's a references, right? Like you might
You,
take the.
okay. You want to know the example also? I will give the example paying obeisances once. So, but first to know that you mentioned the Bhagavad Gita. Neha bhi kramanaso asti pratyavayo na vidyate swalpamas pasya dharmasya trayato mahato bhayat. Trayate mahato bhayat means great danger. Those who are taking steps in this path, this is giving the hope. Means those who has taken, for them he don't have to start from the zero, he has to start from the where he stopped, and then he will start from there. Means in material world 1 minus 1 is equal to 0, but in a spiritual world 1 minus 1 is equal to 1. So this is the hope, giving the hope. Krishna is giving hope to us. And paying once means fully surrender. Fully surrender. Akincinetvam, I don't have any possessions. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, whatever I have possession, everything is yours. I have only thing once, only thing, and that is you. Except you, there is nothing to me. And Vibhishan, he came in front of Lord Rama. He surrendered only once. He paid obeisances only once. And Ravana, he cut his heads 10 times. And he offered his head to the Lord Shiva. And then he was able to get the Lankapuri. And that Lankapuri, Ravana, he has to offer his head. And just going down, offering his obeisances in front of the Lord Ram, he got the whole Lankapuri. How it is.
Right,
Very
right. Yeah, no. I think, that point which you mentioned, completely surrender. To
full
reach to
surrender, full
the
surrender. Manasa vacha. It means with the Vani, means just not uttering the mantras. It has to, feeling has to be from the heart. Then only it is possible, it will work. Srila Prabhupada, it takes a moment. For simple person, it is very simple. And for the complicated person, it is very complicated. And it is that much complicated. Prabhupada said that how many people are going to stay, that will be surprise. And how many people are living, that is not a surprise. And then also I'm coming to your point, how it is once. Like by the mercy of the Lord, and also by the mercy of the Vaishnavas, by the mercy of the Gurus, it person is surrendering step by step, step by step. So there is no gap. It may take a life also. How? When we are piercing the, making the garland, that time we are piercing the needle through the flower. It goes, it pierces the petal by petal, but it goes directly there. Correct? So the same way it works step by step, but directly it is going. That person, if is not doing any offenses, then his life is set. He will go directly to the Vaikuntha. So what we do, Lord, we do so many offenses because of that. Otherwise, we don't, in the 10 offenses, mainly we do inattentive chanting. Otherwise, and inattentive chanting also, it is powerful. It is powerful, like a very powerful. And then come to the Namabhas chanting. Namabhas chanting is like a morning, before morning, it is called twilight before rising the sun, and you see everything. So Namabhas is that much. So for inattentive chanting, more chanting, and then more chanting, and then it will come to the Namabhas chanting, and then after that it will come to the Sutana. I hope you got the point, Mataji.
Yeah, Prabhu. Thank you. Thank you so much for explaining.
Sorry, I took long time. So I am offering obeisances to all of you. If any kind of offenses I have done, please forgive me. This is right now, it is coming from the heart, but after 10 minutes, I don't know what condition state will be. So by means what I wanted to say, knowingly or unknowingly, if I have offended all of you, please forgive. This is coming from the heart. Any other questions or comment? One, two, three. So there is no other questions or comments, so we will stop here. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha patitanam
पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय शिल प्रभुपाद की जय ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय हिज ग्रेस रामानंद प्रभु की जय
Jai.
So tomorrow, I think some part of this will be continuing, I think. So Namantah word will continue tomorrow also. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.